Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Navigating Senior Life. I'm your host, Christina Mansour, and this is episode 8, the season finale. And we have a wonderful special guest today, Alanda George Bamfield. Hi, Alanda.
Hi, Christina.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Thank God. We're here live.
Thank you for taking the time out to be on the show. A little bit background with Alanda. I met her in 2012, and she was my student for PCT Patient Care Technician Program at Medgar Evers College. And then she went on and became a PCT, my colleague, and we've kept in touch through the years. She also became the founder and CEO of the Pearl Foundation, which she's going to give us some information on. Welcome, Alanda.
Thank you,
Give me a
Christina.
little bit, let me know a little bit about yourself and your role.
So I am Alanda George Bamfield. I'm a PCT, which is Patient Care Technician. I've been in the healthcare field for over 20 years. I've been a patient care technician for over 12 plus years. And I love what I do. I'm very passionate about my job, my role, my function. I also earned a bachelor's in psychology, graduated with honors, and now I'm a nursing student. I'm also the founder and CEO of the Pearl Foundation.
And what drew you to get into this field and work with seniors and in the hospitals?
So I will say I'm a purpose-driven servant, a leader with a heart for people. I love helping people. I love giving back, and I love engaging with my patients. So being in the healthcare, I've worked with the OBGYN Women's Health Pavilion. I've been in there for over 10 plus years, and I've just transitioned into the inpatient setting, where I see more seniors also um, help with their daily lives, their assisted living, and make sure everything they're comfortable in whatever situation they're in.
Can you walk us through a typical shift during your day, or atypical, typical?
So a typical shift for me begins at I will say between 5 and 6. I will wake up and do my um daily routine where I start my prayers, read my scriptures, and get ready for the day's work. Sometimes I'm called in to come into work, or I will go in to pick up extra shift, to kind of alleviate some of the strain on my colleagues. So with that, my day start off at 5, 6 o'clock, and don't get back home until 1 a.m. because my regular shift starts at 3 p.m. So I do like 15, 16 hours a day sometimes. Um, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and a grandmother.
And with the job, emotions come along with it. How do you handle your emotions, like on a bad day with the patients? Is it challenging?
Very challenging at times when I have some patients who is very agitative. I have to say I have a strong support system that I can pick up the phone and call and said, well, hey, this happened and this is how I handle it. So what do you think I should have done better, or what could I have done better? And I have to say my mentor, her ears is always going out, and my big brother, and I also have our next mentor who I say like a mom. She's like a mother, actually, mother figure, right? So yeah, their phone be going off when I have a bad day, and I try not to have a bad day. So I try to breathe and take a
Pause.
yeah.
Pause and then proceed. I get it.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
how what's the importance of teamwork in your role?
So the importance of teamwork, I would say, is to work. We work together, right?
Mhm.
Collaboratively. When we work together as a team, we get more accomplished. We get more things done, and we can always help one another. If someone is drowning, you say, "Hey, let me help you. Let's pick up the pace." Or, "What do you need help with? How can I help you to go to the next step? What task do you have to complete that needs completing?" So teamwork, very collaborative, and I'm also a part of my unit-based council
Mhm.
presently now, where we make, ask for whatever that we don't have, we ask for it um to get a flow, to get a proper flow of of the unit to function, right? So
Right.
that's also helpful as well because we work together.
And somebody that's starting out in healthcare, what would your advice be for them?
Wow, that was a nice one, Christina. That was a very great one. What did you encourage us to do while, when you was teaching us going into healthcare? So, like I said, I've been in healthcare. I started as a housekeeper, right? I was a housekeeper when I started in healthcare. And with that, I was able to maneuver myself because healthcare, it's all about empathy, sympathy, morals, and ethics. You have to have those combinations when you're in healthcare, right? So, being in the healthcare field, working as a housekeeper, I was able to see where my passion is, what was
Mhm.
my calling then. Okay, so noticing the nurses, how they used to be short at staff, and also my colleagues, the CNAs, where I used to work, we didn't have PCTs at the time,
Mhm.
how they used to be shorthand. And me being a housekeeper and the person that I am, I will always try and help them. Like if the patient needs some water or ice, a blanket, the sheet change or something, I will go and step in to help in that way.
Mhm.
And with that, that's how I was encouraged to go to school and become a nurse. But I was like, let me take it one step at a time. I'm a mom, young baby, needed help, to help with
Mhm.
childcare. It was just a lot at the time. I didn't feel I was ready to take on the exact nursing role as yet. So that's
Mhm.
when I started the PCT process. I started the process of PCT meeting you
And you walked into my life.
and walked into your life. So I would say for somebody going into healthcare, you have to have those passion. You have to be compassionate. And if it doesn't have that, it's gonna be hard for you because it's not just about you, it's about you and your
Mhm.
colleagues and the patients, and which we know the patient of course do comes first.
And um, if you could sum your a good day up in one word, what would it be?
A good day in one word. I would say fantastic.
All right. Sounds good. And also with the Pearl Foundation, can you tell us a little bit about the Pearl Foundation? And at the end of the episode, when it's published, I'm going to also send a link so that if you're interested, the Pearl Foundation meets once a month, right?
Yes.
And it's all various different topics from dementia to menopause. So I'm going to let Alanda give you a little bit more information about that. And then, yeah. So let us hear about the Pearl Foundation.
So the Paul Foundation started, like I said, being in the healthcare field, being a patient care technician for so many years, working with women, and I did a lot of outreach for my facility where I work. And going out in the community, I realized that the information, the education is not there like we would want it to be, right? So with that, I decided to speak to my providers that I work with and came up with starting of a foundation. Also, my mom, who was diagnosed with cancer and didn't survive, never missed a day of appointments, always going to the doctor, and was misdiagnosed. All that helped me incorporate in starting the foundation as well, because the education was not there. And the time I got to my mom, it was already too late to.
And it's not just education here, it's also in Grenada.
In Grenada.
Yeah,
Grenada, it's locally and international as
which is
well.
fantastic
Yes.
because I had the pleasure of meeting the senator of Grenada, which is great. And I have to get my passport because we're heading there next year.
Next year. Definitely, definitely.
Uh,
It's such a pleasure of having you to do to do that topic. And
yeah. Well, it's
so
great
many
that
people
it's,
reached out after that
you know,
topic and was like, when are we gonna have that topic again? So be prepared.
okay, I will be. But I would like to thank all the guests at home for tuning in this season and uh, watching with me, Navigating Senior Life. Season 3 will be coming out shortly, and I would love to thank my guest, Alanda, for coming in and giving us a little piece of a caregiver PCT day in the life. And have a great day. Stay compassionate and keep navigating one day at a time. Thanks a lot.